Hey, it's the Asian Critic Chick again, back with more TV shows and cartoons to help you remember and enjoy what was then, as well as to see what is now. Well, here it is! Review number 3! Pokemon! For kids who grew up in the late 90s, this show was the shit. It was action-packed, it was original, it was eye-catching, it was funny, it had heart, everything. And this show was everywhere. The toys, the trading cards, the games, the friggin' food, the costumes, the magazines, the lingerie. Holy shit, did this show take off! What kind of genius in the world could come up with something so influential and marketable? And of course, leave it to the guys who can make an Italian plumber the most successful gaming system character of all time to create something like this. Pokemon, or the abbreviated title for Pocket Monsters, was created in 1996 by Satoshi Tajiri and was originally released as a pair of role-playing video games for Game Boy. The games were an immediate hit, stemming a Pokemon trading card game in the 1997 anime series featuring many of the game's characters. The series was internationally released in September 1998 under 4Kids Entertainment, where it also became hugely successful in the US and later Europe and Australia. The show's concept. Kids from the age of 10 could catch and train powerful animal-like creatures called Pokemon to fight and compete in special competitions and become certified as Pokemon trainers and eventually Pokemon masters. The Pokemon gradually level up and evolve into other advanced Pokemon, improving in potency and gaining new skills with each stage. Yes, you heard right. Evolution. This is Darwin's kind of show. It's been 13 years since I watched the show and I was so pumped to watch this piece of still glowing anime gold again. So, grab your imaginary Pokeballs and prepare to let them fly to Nostalgia Land. This is Pokemon, the Indigo League.
That's right!
Oh, there he is, the hotshot himself, Ash Ketchum.
I will be the greatest Pokemon trainer! The greatest Pokemon master! Of all time!
Oh, Ash, you never change. In case you missed it, the story centers on Ash Ketchum, a Pokemon fanatic who sets out at age 10 to be a Pokemon trainer with the determination of being the greatest Pokemon master of all time.
Pikachu!
Oh, hey Pikachu! You didn't like Ash before, but after you saved him from trying to save your life, you sure are pals now. Pikachu, Ash's first Pokemon and best friend, accompanies Ash on his journey along with...
What's the matter?
Look, over there!
Oh...
Oh god, it's Willie from Indiana Jones. No, it's Misty, the feisty and bossy drill sergeant of the group who's yelling at Ash every 5 minutes.
A gym match is different from other battles.
Oh, Brock, long time no see, buddy. You're going to be playing this as the homemaker character and the guy who never gets any chicks for the rest of the season.
Prepare for trouble!
Make it double.
Oh, great, it's the most useless villains ever.
To protect the world from devastation.
To unite all peoples within our nation.
To denounce the evils of truth and love.
To extend our reach to the stars above.
Jesse.
James.
Team Rocket. Blast off at the speed of light.
Surrender now or prepare to fight.
Meowth. That's right.
Oh, Team Rocket. So much show and all epic fails. Well, better get used to them. So Ash is joined by 2 other Pokemon trainers while their arch-enemies, Team Rocket, repeatedly get in the way in attempts to steal Ash's valuable Pikachu, but end up getting thwarted every time by their own shenanigans, exiting each show dramatically. Oh yes, and the Pokemon themselves. They're so adorable and lovable and so capable of killing you at the same time. And to think there are 151 of these things, and the slogan is gotta catch them all, and some of us took the time to memorize all of them, but for some reason we couldn't remember all the 50 states. Yeah, 90s kid logic, people. So if I remember correctly, each trainer has their Pokemon battle each other, and 1 or 2 Pokemon may be used, and attacks can be combined for strategic purposes. Depending on what type of Pokemon it is, plant, fire, water, rock, poison, etc., a Pokemon will administer one of its attacks when commanded to by its trainer. Okay, what episodes do I remember watching? There was one with the Samurai Kid and the Weirdo Scientist and Misty's sisters and the guy who called Ash Baby and the girl everyone was swooning over and the ghost who turned Ash and Pikachu into ghosts because they wanted to play with them. No, not this one! Oh, great! The dreaded Donut episode. This is when I learned that Pokemon was no longer something to worship for its divine perfection. All because of one damn word.
Have a donut. That always cheers me up. Pika pika.
These donuts are great. Jelly-filled are my favorite. Nothing beats a jelly-filled donut.
Donut! They just called the thing a freaking donut! Are you telling me that you honestly assume that we don't know what that thing actually is? There are Asians out here who watch this friggin' show, and some of us actually eat that. Look, look, see this? See this? This is my lunch, okay? A Japanese rice ball with a piece of seaweed wrapped around it with a pickled plum inside, and they're calling this a friggin' donut with jelly filling? No fucking way. You wanna see a real donut? Here. This is a donut. Now, do they share any similarities whatsoever? Can you even imagine combining the two together? Watch. Actually, that wasn't that bad. Okay, what else is there? There was that episode where the group gets shipwrecked, the one where the Pokemon start talking to each other, the one with the lady who looks like a Rugrat, and the one with the psychic trainer. Yeah, that was a cool one. She sits there looking all stone-faced with Oh my god. That girl! No, I'm serious. She scared the shit out of me when I was a kid, and apparently she still does. Even though all this girl wants to do is play with Ash and his friends, she has an extremely disturbing way of doing it. And she has this laugh of a psycho child who holds the soul of the devil. If the twins from The Shining could laugh, that's how they would sound. Come play with us, Ash. Forever and ever and ever. Listen, kid, asking someone to play with you is a death wish. Why don't you go play with these two? That should be fun. If there's anybody who needs to be turned to dolls, it's them.
That was fun. Let's play again sometime.
Ah! Don't ever smile at me again! Okay, by now I've rewatched a lot of the same episodes I remember, and they're still exactly how I remember them. And then some. But there's one thing that keeps popping up. It's this guy. If I can even call him that. Is he...
It's times like these that make me want to go straight.
Is he...
But a real gentleman always carries the bag.
Is that so? Well, as you know, I'm no gentleman.
Is he...
Like, wow, don't I make like the coolest girl?
Gay? I mean, look at this guy. He hasn't just come out of the closet. Those doors have been ripped off the hinges. Is this why he's chosen to live a life of crime and join Team Rocket? To be a free man? Wait, there was that one episode, but I don't remember the name. What was it called again? Holy Matrimony? Is that what it was called? So in this one he comes back home and there were his parents and...
At last we're together. I'm so happy!
This sadistic chick who tries to change him.
Ever since I was a kid, I hated how upper-class society had rules for absolutely everything.
Oh, he's not evil. He just wants to be free. So by now I've discovered that after all these years, unbeknownst to my poor, innocent, and ignorant mind, Pokemon had chosen to make homosexuality one of its plot points. Wow. And we thought Homestar Runner was bad. At least with Homestar Runner, the only female character there was a feather duster or something. But thanks to Japan's ability to animate women that would put America's top models to shame, these girls are not just attractive. They are friggin' perfect! And could there be any show where that is completely unnecessary? We're focusing on the Pokemon and their trainers, watching them battle, watching them attack and beat the shit out of each other, and we got perfectly shaped girls to look at too? This is Pokemon, not Sailor Moon, and these are kids. 10 to 15-year-old kids, and they look better than adult women 10 years older than they are? Not cool.
優勝は私たちがいただくわ。
What the fuck are those?
小次郎、何よ、あんた男でしょ？
いいの。私の美しさには男も女もないの。
小砂利はお邪魔り、あっちへお行き。
さてと、サービスサービス。
According to other sources, this episode, entitled Beauty and the Beach, was skipped by 4Kids Entertainment and was re-aired in the year 2000 as a special Lost episode. And in the new English dubbing, Team Rocket's participation in the beauty contest was removed. Thank God. Another episode said to have been banned in the US was The Legend of Dratini, presumably for its extensive gun use.
教えてくれなきゃこんなの出てきちゃうわよ。
Oof. Wow, a little intense for kids entertainment. Good idea. What, in seizures? One episode also caused seizures? That's right, folks. Electric Soldier Porygon caused seizures in over 600 children when it was first aired in Japan in 1997. Ever since then, this episode has been banned globally and hasn't been aired or released anywhere else in the world. Wow. That is serious shit. Here's the effect. A giant explosion of overpoweringly bright, alternatively flashing lights. And if you want to know what that's like, think of this image playing at 10 times the speed. How the hell did Ash and his friends get out of there without being blinded for life or getting unrecoverable seizures themselves for that matter? I don't know. So now we've rewatched some of Pokemon, the first season. Unfortunately, I never watched the show past the Indigo League, so these are the only memories of Pokemon I have. And to think that this show is still going on after all this time? It's mind-boggling. Apparently, Pokemon has gone through much evolution itself. Go away, Darwin! And from what I've heard, just launched its 17th season this October, and fans were waiting for it. Wow. I never imagined that Pokemon would be this colossal and be able to maintain much of its prominence all this time. But the 90s were the golden age for Pokemon. That was the time when everyone was first finding out about it and seeing its power wrap the world in its storm. But looking back at it, I realized what I really enjoyed about it back then. The characters are well developed and unforgettable. Ash, his determination, his guts, his fighting spirit, even today, I find myself really rooting for this guy. I find myself rooting for all of them. Team Rocket, the epic failure they are, is still hilarious. The running gags still work. Even the Pokemon. They're more than just cute or fascinating creatures to collect and marvel over. They are loyal to their masters. They protect them. They obey and serve to the end. And, very much like pets and their owners, the bond between Pokemon and trainer is very strong. Each Pokemon has a personal meaning and becomes a part of their master in some way. So this show isn't just about fighting and winning, it's about bonding. It's about sportsmanship. It's about mind over matter. It's about respect. It's about teamwork. It's about heart. It's about discovering something bigger than yourself. It's about... Damn! This show is just amazing. It's always progressing, always inspiring, always changing, and the adventures haven't ended yet. It's the journey. It's the quest. It's Pokemon. And there is nothing that will take away the originality, the action, and the heart that this show possesses.
Digimon, digital monsters, Digimon are the champions. Digimon, digital monsters, Digimon are the champions. Change into digital champions to save the digital world. Digimon, digital monsters, Digimon are the champions.
Poker face, poker face. Poker face, poker face. Poker face, poker face. Poker face, poker face.
Beach donuts are great.